Hi everyone and welcome to today's Drama Hospital recap. As always, don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss any of our videos or recaps. So let's get right to it. First of all, before I get right to it, the October month in review, I'm aiming to have that tomorrow. I'm about halfway done with it. I just need a little more time to get it up, but if not tomorrow, it will definitely be up by this weekend, but I'm aiming for like tomorrow night. Alright, so now let's get right to it. So at the Metro Court, Nell is in Carly's office, and she goes into a bag and pulls out a paper. I think it might be her bag. And then Michael comes in, and she quickly puts the paper back. So I was like, ooh, this paper is going to be important. So he wants to thank her for watching Avery and for what she said to him at the bridge. You know, he's reframed his thoughts, and he was too busy being mad at Sunny to appreciate the pain Sunny's also in. And Michael's kind of caught between a rock and a hard place because he knows if he goes to see Sunny, it'll hurt Carly. And he also, like, as much as he wants to, he just can't get over the fact that if Sunny had done one thing differently, Morgan would still be alive. So Michael asks Nell to find reasons to stop by the house and to check on Avery and just to see how Sunny's doing. And she, of course, agrees, but she feels like what she's doing isn't like a big deal. And Michael's like, no, it is. And, I'm willing to listen because I can tell you were upset when I got here. And she's like, I was like, was she upset? I might not have caught that. At Anna's, Anna and Robin have raided Emma's stash, and I got mine right here that I just straight up bought, for the trick-or-treaters that never show up at my house. So, yeah, you want to... This is what I did while I watched Drama Hospital. Don't judge me. So anyway, Griffin shows up with Charlotte, and he tells them Valentine is back in town, and Anna's floored and makes some calls. So Robin tells Griffin how, she was held by the Castines and her family wound up saving her, and Anna got details on Valentine. She says, from when the not altercation, the interaction that they had with Valentine, Charlotte's name didn't come up, which doesn't necessarily mean anything, but it's not a bad sign, and she agrees that there must be a connection between Claudette disappearing and him all of a sudden showing up. So it says, Griffin says that it occurred to him that, Claudette could be lying about Valentine, but now, So Anna believes Claudette's motives were pure with leaving her with Griffin, and he's worried about Charlotte. Like, he's worried out of his mind. So Anna sees Griffin as a little over his head, because up until, a few weeks ago, before he moved to Port Charles, he was just a normal person living in a normal world, and now this. So he puts Charlotte on the couch because he doesn't want her out of his sight, and, he really is so good with her. So Anna tells Robin Valentine is a mercenary and knows a lot of people, and she knows what she has to do. And I'm like, ooh, Anna, what do you have to do? I'm so excited. What do you have to do? At the Metro Court restaurant, Ava meets with Julian. She's worried about Valentine because, she's like the only one who could kind of upend this whole thing for him. So Julian tries to keep her calm. He thinks that Valentine would have killed her before he made a spectacle of himself. So, doesn't that make you feel better? It should. To be quite honest, it should make her feel better. So he'll watch out for her, though. And she thinks about a potential future that could have been with Nicholas had he not died. And he knows that there's something that she wants to say, but, he thinks she's scared of something. So she says it doesn't matter because she can't change everything, and everyone needs their secrets, and then brings Sunny up to change the subject, and he says Sunny won't be a problem, trust him. And she wonders if Jason knows about Valentine yet, and he's like, wait, what? And she's like, well, Alexis and Sam were there, and he's like, what? So at Alexis's place, Sam and Alexis return. They're reeling, obviously. Jason shows up and they tell him about Valentine. So Jason, needless to say, is confused. And Sam then starts having abdominal pain. So there's no time to really, rest on this. And an ambulance is on the way, but Jason's going to drive because he doesn't want to waste any time. And in our experience, at least this was 30 years ago, my mom can get to the hospital faster than the ambulance could because she outdrove it once. Anyway. At Crimson, Valentine visits Nina. She questions him. He shows her his paperwork, and he's too taken with her to stay mad for her turning him in. And I'm like, oh, that's not adorable. So he wants to reconnect, and he says he set up a chain of events that he almost couldn't get out of, and she can't get over the fact that he was going to kidnap Spencer. That's kind of what she's stuck on. So she's not buying anything he's selling, and he says he has no interest in Spencer. So he really lays it on, but she attempts to throw him out. and he still won't give up, and he thinks she's interested. So she says that she moved on, and she doesn't want him in any way, shape, or form, and he doesn't plan on letting her go. And then he sees the baby book and asks if she's having a baby, and she's like, no, it's just for research. At Mercy, we hear about Mercy so much, we never see it. We actually see Mercy. Doctor says that all Sam's initial signs look good. There's no sign of a miscarriage, and Alexis is going to head home. And Mercy, it isn't as bright inside as General Hospital is, but it's just as, like, nice and everything. But it's just not bright. Like, General Hospital is like, whoa, light. So Jason says he's sorry. He thought Sam was sleeping. So Sam asks why. She asks if she lost the baby. And he's like, no. I didn't mean to scare you. I thought you were sleeping. So she feels like she's dealing with Julian all over again with Valentine, with the skirting of the law. And Jason says that, he's not going to go after Valentine like Sonny went after Julian. He doesn't care about him as long as he stays away. And the doctors are going to monitor Sam overnight just to be safe, and he's going to stay with her, and he talks her through everything, and I'm like, oh my god, I love them so much. Back at Alexis's, Alexis sees the box of wine, and she calls Molly, but she doesn't answer. She goes on the computer, she's trying not to drink. She calls Christina, looking for her to come over, but Christina never answers. So she goes through mail. That's when you know it's bad, like when you're going through your mail to try not to drink. And she's just go to bed, but she opens the box of wine, and being the astute person who's interested in details for 1 minute and then forgets them, I paused when she took, like, the styrofoam top off, like that holds the wine, and there are 12 slots, so there are potentially 12 bottles of wine in that box. And I thought you'd want to know that because I kind of made a big deal of it last time. Or, that box is pretty thick, so there could potentially be 24 bottles of wine in there. So, yeah, think about it. Anyway, she pours herself a glass. So, honestly, like, to me, this isn't about breaking the pact anymore. This is, like, actual alcoholism, and, like, she needs help, like, 5 minutes ago. So she finished the first bottle, and she goes for a second one, and I'm like, oh my god, this is really bad. And now, end scene. Nell says that she's upset for the family. She feels very close to them, and Michael offers to walk her out, and she says she has work to finish up. So after he leaves, she takes the paper out of the bag again, and there you can see, like, the last sentence of the letter and then who it's from, and it says, "You owe me your father." Ooh, what? Oh my god, we're actually gonna get some story on Nell. I'm so excited. So Ava doesn't know why Julian still loves Alexis, and he says he's not ready to let their chance go yet, and he has concerns, lots of concerns, and he kind of looks at his drink. So I think even he's concerned about her drinking, which, honestly, there you go, that's the pinnacle. So Alexis is passed out, face down on the couch, and Jason leaves a message for her that Sam's okay. Griffin prays over Charlotte. He needs help protecting her and being a good father. Anna calls Robert. She wants to officially work the Valentine case. And I'm like, yes, Anna. I love Anna. And Valentine says, page 302, right in the middle, as he leaves. And so she opens the baby name book, and it has his name on that page. And apparently Valentine means strong, vigorous, healthy, and there's a lot of stuff. But basically, it's associated with Valentine's Day and love through some Roman fertility festival. So when I keep accidentally saying Valentine, I feel a little bit more vindicated because they're connected somehow. But anyway, thank you for watching today's recap. I will see you tomorrow for more General Hospital and potentially the October wrap up. I'm working on it, but I will see you tomorrow definitely, and I hope you have a great day. Bye.